more again. All right, so let's see. Wait for everybody to come back in. Sorry about the drop, but we're really trying to get this fixed this morning. So that way, at least I know where when you guys are texting and messaging and stuff. All right, we should be good for a try. Nothing still. All right, I've messed something up. There's no telling what I messed up. Nope. And there's no filters on my headset, so it should come through loud and clear. Yeah, you guys are getting the alert, but nothing's coming through my headset, which means I have fucked something up terribly, and I'm trying to figure out what. Output device is set to my headset. Output device is set to my headset. Alright, well, at least we know it's worked for me. We're going to turn the sound volume down a bit. That way it's not quite so loud on y'all's end. Sea guide. Alright, I've got to monitor that sound, so hold on. Go to settings. Chat box. Alright, let's try this. Still nothing on my end. That's so stupid. I messed something up pretty good. So we'll figure that out. But let's get into the stream. I'll just have to monitor my chat. I feel figure out what it's doing later, because that is stupid. Hard. Anyway, welcome. I'm at Sidina. Welcome. This is my Rimworld 100-year challenge. We're currently in year 44. I can't believe it. It's. We looked at the time, and I'll show you guys the time when we get in there. But I've been playing this game for 12 days of actual playtime. We had some bad time dilation with the other rig, but we're still getting time dilation too. There's nothing I can do about it. I'm asking the game to do way more than it's supposed to. But it's still awesome. Still so awesome. Anyway, our goals are to survive and thrive 100 years. 100 years, so the 2nd of April, May, 5600. That's my golden day. That's my golden time. If I make it to that day, then I've completed my challenge, and I've done something that nobody else has had the insanity to try. Because this is an insane run. Complete all the game endings that don't end the world. So there are 4 that I can do that don't end the world. Ship launch, royalty, anomaly, and odyssey. Anomaly, done. Dustin. We had that done by year 20. Because that was a big scaredy cat, and I did not want to wait for that one. And so that one's done. Thank goodness. Royalty, we also completed that by year 30. That one was a cakewalk, only because I had all the infrastructure in. That was really good. So next, it's going to be the ship launch. We're going to do it old school style. I'm sitting there with just a little bit of food, some elephants, and some bitch basic shit. And all that bitch basic shit is all we're gonna have. I'm also sending out my natives to the big great euthanasia starship in the sky, so there's that too. It's fine. Build a zoo and collect all the animals in a fully functioning second colony. Those have merged. Why did they merge? Because I didn't leave enough room in Tasty Mountain Home, and now the second base is the zoo. Full grav ship and full crew with grav anchors. I've got my crew being, well, I mean, the last one, I think Zelda was our last one that's going to be ship crew. And they're on the way. We got to get them over. And ship launch will probably be year 60. So my crew will be about 30. I'm hoping they pair it before then. Big ship. Lots of people. No babies. Lots of people. And then a fleet of transport ships. We've got the beginnings of the 2nd fleet already in the menagerie, and it's awesome. I got to figure out where the fuck to put them though. Rules, guys. I got them. And so far, we have stuck to every single one. Super proud. 1, 0 saves coming. I can't go, oh no, my computer has failed, and it's, no, none of that shit. They and I have to live with the consequences of my own actions, which are sometimes silly depending on how much sleep and or stress I've got going on. So there's a thing. Let it burn. Colonists before shit. They can completely ransack topside. If we get overrun, everybody goes into the mole holes, and we rebuild once the danger is over. Because I lose colonists for the stupid fucking reasons, and it's a good thing the Resurrector mech serums are a thing. I can wait for new arrivals if everything goes tits up. I shouldn't have to. I've got ovum stashed for days. For days, for years. For multiple years. Possibly up to 100 years. I've got all the ovums. And can and will repopulate my colony at the drop of a hat. Yes. Good planning. That's good planning right there. All colonists, prisoners, and housemates must be converted to the Timekeeper's faith. We're Timekeepers because we're counting down to year 100. They don't know what's going to happen to them at year 100. I do, because I am the goddess of this world. So they're very excited. We're not going to tell them. I could only have a total of 10 native pawn. A native pawn is somebody I had no direct control over how they were created on the map. These are guys that were here before launch. These are guys that are pre-populated by the game. And all of my pawns must be born or created. I've got 61 pawns. 10 are natives. The rest are my babies. Either made by Baby Maker 9000 babies, natural born babies. Captain is the only anomaly copy that survived the copying process. And I stole Hector and his mom Evans because she got pregnant on my map. That's my baby. Don't get pregnant on my map. That's all I'm saying. Don't do it. It won't end well for you. I've got housemaids. My housemaid ratio cannot exceed 1 in 5 colonists. So for every 5 colonists, I can have a housemaid. Housemaids also don't count toward my colony total. They're there. Yes. All there. No, count colony total. I do take very good care of them. They also have their own personal xenogerm, which turns them into purple horned cat people. Don't look too deep into that. It's just that it was cute, and it's got all the xenogerms that make them very efficient when working on shit. One faction outside No Mercy. So far, nobody else has pissed me the fuck off. We went and we eradicated an entire faction. That was the Fear of Fido. What'd they do? They killed my Iggy. They know what they did. I've got the last of Fear of Fidoians at my base as a glorified clean sweeper that can't sleep. You would think that would be a proper deterrent from people fucking with my base, but we'll have to see. We'll have to see. And then Tattered Apparel is an unforgivable sin. And then we've got this gloriousness that is the artwork that my bro Chacha made for me. We're slowly working that clock around to the 100. Only 6 years until I have to be done with the menagerie. That is not a lot of time. That is not a lot of time. But see it's coming together so beautifully. Yeah, but I got to redo every fucking bit of it because it's got to be made of uranium. And then I got to get the infrastructure in to protect our asses because there is 0 defenses here. So I got to get that done. Like some of it today. Definitely some of it today. But yes, it's just glorious. Glorious, glorious, glorious. And now, we're back. Not from outer space, but we're about to go into outer space to play with my colony. Okay. I always get slightly anxious loading this thing up. I just do. Alright, so we already had our ceremony. Evan. It's gotta be up here. Alright, so Evan is slated for being an employed biological provider. So let's go ahead and get that taken care of while I'm thinking about it. We're going to go ahead and give them all the best medicine. And then we're going to give them peg legs. First, we're going to strip them of their clothing. And then we're going to start the operations. It's not a goods trader. Is that here? Let's see. Epsilon. Yes, it is. I need a better trader. Garnet, you're a good trader. Go trade, baby. I'm looking to fill our entire biological employed biological provider tray. Gotta goat dose. This is the one where we're making the monies. Grab an extra shuttle engine, all of that. Don't have to worry about the smoke leaves because that's how we're going to make our money back. Buy ferret plasteel. Alright, we're looking to sell the doubles on our genomes, and hopefully they got death rest. I doubt they do. Foam spray and sterile 1. I don't know about foam spray. I don't know if I have that one. I know I've got sterile though. Alright, where are my duplicates? Must have already sold them. Arca capsules, grab all of them that we can. There's a reimplanter and tox-resistant gene there. There's a deathless and a fast runner. So, got so many I've got to go through. Anything else we want? The Archotech eyeball. And then we're going to sell them our arts. And this is book leaves. I don't have enough people, or there's not enough trading money for me to sell my smoke leaf all at one time. So we got to piecemeal it. 500, 1,000, 1450, 2,000. 3,000 is way too much. 2,525. I'll get a little bit of a 2. Yep. That's what I was waiting on. There you go. Let's get those out of there. Just need to be out in the hallway. Because he'll get a nightgown. That's fine. We're going to move this here. And the last the Fear Fighter. So about them, because they're a girl, but if you look at the needs category, there is no sleep shown. None. And I had to keep reminding myself that is a punishment and not a reward for me. So no sleep on anybody else. It's fine. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? What are we working on today? We're doing the fabricators and the atomizers. We've got to get that trading run done because I have to find Death Rest. And at this point, it's silly that I can't. Then we've got the lizards I want, and then more painting, I think. I really want to take a look and see how that is going to look with the green and gold like a circuit board. I think it's going to look really good. I think with the brain parts that need to be thunked, that is going to look really fucking good when I'm going. And I do believe we decided on a light marble gray for that outside kill box or a white. I'm not entirely sure. It is going to look like a Pokeball. There's not a fuck all thing I can do about it, but maybe we can make it look more like a very interesting Pokeball instead of like a real one. So I'm thinking we're going to go light gray on the inside here on the walls. Let's go ahead and get that done. Orders. Let's go with this. Light gray may be too big of a contrast. Let's go dark gray instead. Let's see what that does. It may not do anything, but we're going to check. Let's see what it do. I do have my not as many artwork peoples, but I do have them. Right now I don't have any big builds going on at the moment. Oh, that's already dark gray. Well, they are fast with that, aren't they? I love my pawns so much. They're so cute. They're fast. They're efficient. They're adorable. You know, this is supposed to be a space pirate game, and I've turned it into a happy little colony. Pretty sure that was not the intended use of this entire genre of games, but meh. It'll be fine. I'm just really trying to make sure I'm not over painting on buildings that I've already painted. We've got plenty of dye as well. So let's see what we can do with this. On the outer wall, and that's going to take a little bit more concentration because it's all funky. Scan underground, some more silver. That's good. Color is very important, and since we're going to be replacing all this, I just want to get an idea, a feel for it. If I've got enough uranium, I could start replacing the walls upstairs, but that's going to be a hot minute. Yes, I know, riveting content. Also, I'm not a fan of the ASMR of the paintbrush, but I'm trying to ignore it for just a hot minute because it sounds gross. Alright, let's see what they're going to do with that, and we'll give them a second. So, the floors, those hay floors look gold, so having the green on top of the gold will hopefully make it look like a circuit board. I hope. I hope with all my hopings. Alright, so the lighter gray, it's not much of a contrast. I like it. And then we're going to go light gray for... Or do I still want to... I think I want to do chevrons. I really think I want to do chevrons. And chevrons are going to be a pain in the fucking ass. Because they're on the diagonal.